And welcome, Wendy Byford here from Your Entity Solution. I am the co-founder and president of Your Entity Solution and the founder of Yes Roundtable, where we take women just like you from startup all the way through until they are ready to scale. And today I have as my guest Barry Coziahr. Barry is the founder of Stampede, a growth-focused company specializing in lead generation, business support, and publishing services. He works with entrepreneurs and business owners to create consistent pipelines of qualified opportunities, streamline operations through strategic delegation, and turn expertise into authority-building assets. Through Stampede's integrated approach, Barry helps businesses scale with clarity, efficiency, and measurable results. And today we are talking about marketing and lead gen, which is a huge topic for almost every business owner, Barry. So welcome. So glad to have you here.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
So for people who are in the process of trying to figure out how they're going to be able to scale, marketing is a huge issue. Lead gen is a huge issue. So how does what you do help them to turn, all of those dreams into dollars in the bank?
Yeah, so we work with people anywhere from the solo entrepreneur on up to maybe like a 50-person company or beyond, right? All sorts of different. We've been in marketing for over 20 years myself, and my partner runs my digital marketing team. He's been been in the field for about 12 years. He's a genius and fantastic at that as well. So we help people in a lot of different areas. It really depends on the type of business that you have, basically. We're not doing a cookie cutter program. I'll tell you a bit about all the different areas that we help people in, but our policy and our philosophy is pretty much like the best marketing program is the one that works. So whether you've got an HVAC company, a coaching company, an accounting company, whatever it is that you might have, different methodologies get better results for different industries. And we've got like about a 40 plus person team just on our marketing company. And so we can address a lot of different areas that people need help with, and with the right strategy, basically to put them in front of people, in many cases in front of people, that is exactly the people that they need to talk to. In some cases, in the case of like a shopping cart or something, driving traffic and getting those conversions, just people just buying. That would be even better in that case. So the right marketing program for the right company.
That's really important, because I know that there are a lot of people out there who say that they do lead gen, but their lead gen is really all automated. And so what it does is it essentially sets up a conversation in LinkedIn, for example.
Right.
But you still have to go in and you have to nurture that conversation and do all the things that you would normally do. All they've done is, identify a person that you might want to talk to. How does what you do differ from that strategy?
Yeah, just on that, we have so many different methods that we're approaching this with. Like, for instance, if we were just talking about putting appointments on your calendar for, like, let's say a coach or a finance, a fractional CFO or somebody like that. So with LinkedIn, we do a lot of targeted outreach, which, we have an individual who's in your LinkedIn doing outreach directly to the targets that you're looking to reach. And when those people respond, we take those responses and we put them onto your calendar so you can have that meeting. That would be one example. We can double up on that by adding things like emailing to those same individuals. For those that are a bit higher level and might be hard to reach for a networking appointment, we help you organize a podcast so that you can invite those bigger executives to your podcast, so you can get to know them and do multiple episodes of a podcast every week, which results in you getting to know them, finding out about the business, and turning it into a relationship from there. Somebody that knows, likes, and trusts you, who then wants to do business with you. It really just depends. You can scale that in many different ways. You can add you can add YouTube and content to that, and YouTube ads where you can get even more appointments. And you can even, we even help people with writing, publishing, and marketing their book, which could get them on stages, which might be another great place for you to pick up individuals. And so, yeah, that with and then when you're into a book, you can even add a sales funnel, which would have its own program that you could put together to attract people and then convert them for maybe your course or a high dollar coaching activity or other consulting services. The idea is like you can see that there's a lot of pieces to that, and we even act as fractional CFOs for people, but it really depends where you're at. The solopreneur can't afford all those different bells and whistles. They need to maybe start with something like LinkedIn appointment setting, where we just some sort of level of program we can put more people in front of you that you can close and build your pipeline with, and then grow your programs with you. We even help recruit and put salespeople in place. So when you're ready to turn over some of the leads and have somebody else close the deal, that's a nice thing. So it's like, so we're really full service doing digital marketing of all sorts, automation services as well, but a lot of live people that are working in there. And it's really structuring something for the business that we're helping.
So it sounds like, at the beginning, it's certainly, helping people to get their wheels going by setting up appointments for people that they can speak with. But it sounds like as they grow, you can actually start to flesh out a complete marketing strategy with all the various pieces in place, so that you become almost like their marketing department.
Yeah, we are that marketing department for a number of people, and it can be fleshed out and turned into things. Like we have a lawyer that we're working with, and she's got traffic coming to her website, and she's investing to get more traffic to her website. But an example would be like she doesn't have anything on her website that converts, grabs those people, grabs their identity, and takes them into a next step. So a simple thing that we're doing for her, while she's doing some other things, is helping her to set up a lead magnet, on our website, so that everybody has something that they can grab, download, and exchange for their email. And then she can do further follow-up with those individuals so that they get into her pipeline and become prospects. So, I mean, the number of tools that we used in marketing are pretty endless. It's just in the starting point, you really have to take into account somebody's resources and where they're at. Another company is ready to bring us on as their fractional CFO, and they're going to pay us a lot of money to work with them on a weekly basis to grow their company to the point where they can sell it, because that's their objectives, is to grow this company really to this fantastic target that they're going for, which is very doable, and then they're going to sell it. And so they're starting at a whole different level. And so it's a matter of meeting people where they are.
That actually is a great point, because a lot of people, I think, get scared away when they're dealing with marketing companies. And they're saying, oh yeah, for thousands of dollars a month, we can do this for you. But they're a solopreneur, and all they really need is somebody who can set up appointments for them to talk to people, so they can start converting clients, converting prospects into clients, and just get going.
That's right. Yeah, it's like, where are you at? What do you need? Let's take the next steps with the resources you have available to put you in front of more people, so that you can fill that pipeline.
Right. And I like the fact that as people grow, you can kind of add on to that. So they may be doing their own social media for a while, but they can kind of peel that off at some point, so that they can talk to more people. They've got more time. If you own your own business, then about 50% of your time is going to be marketing, and it just depends upon where you're going to put that 50%.
That's right.
So, it's got to be stuff that really, as they say, makes that cash register ring. And if there's, things that you're doing that you can offload, that's terrific. And I like the fact that you can actually take a step back, figure out what needs to be done and what pieces then somebody can put in place kind of step by step.
It's pretty amazing. It's awesome. We've got a lot of experience. I mean, decades. I've been doing marketing since I was, yeah, I mean, basically about 39 years
Wow.
since I had my first job in marketing. Back when we used to drive over to the graphic designer's office to pick up the artwork. Those were the days, right? And so we built our first website and shopping cart in the 1990s, and so decades of experience, with every type of large marketing campaign all the way down to guerrilla marketing techniques, and a lot of free advice for people too, where they can just, so they can kind of lift up themselves by their own bootstraps, and then we can do some of the heavy lifting as soon as they're ready.
Oh, that's fantastic. How do you use automation in your marketing?
I mean, it can be pretty fantastic. We have CRMs. We're conversant in a lot of different CRM tools,
Mhm.
which, I mean, like I use Fathom for my emails. I'm sorry, for recording my meetings. It's a recording device that records your meetings and such. Well, an example would be Fathom. After Fathom meetings occurred, we use another program which can grab that transcript, feed it into AI that's been configured to write follow-up letters, take that
Mhm.
follow-up letter, add it to your draft folder so that you can quickly just go in and edit it a little bit and send it, but also take notes and add it to your CRM. So notes from the recording and what occurred can go in there, and even tell the team about things they need to know about that particular meeting and stuff. And it could just be, and then follow-up actions can be done in an automated way, text messages at certain cadences, certain patterns, rhythms, so that all that can be. That's just one example. Not
Mhm.
to mention AIs that actually make phone calls and talk to people in incredibly convincing, voices.
Wow.
Without trying to trick the person, that they're an AI. They just like, hi, hey, I'm an AI system here, and I'm calling just to help schedule you for your next dental appointment. We'd love to, help you out here. And so, I mean, that having something that does that in a way that doesn't upset people, because people want to talk to people, you know. Even, hey, during business hours, if you'd like to talk to a real person as well for the scheduling, I just press 0, that type of thing. So setting up systems like that, so
Mhm.
that an individual can get those machines in place that help you to do whatever it is you're thinking, that can be done. It's pretty fantastic.
It sounds wonderful, and I love the fact that this is almost like a jigsaw puzzle where you can kind of fit the pieces together until you have the complete plan that you want. Barry, I'm going to bring up your contact slide so that people know how to get hold of you.
Sure.
You can find Barry through his email, Barry at stampedebranding.com. There's his phone number, website, so you can go check them out, and also his Calendly link, so you can just set up a meeting and find out how Barry can help you to streamline your marketing so that you can use your time more effectively and offload the things that you really don't need to do. Barry, thank you so much for being my guest. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's great having you here. And for those of you who are not yet part of the roundtable, please go to the website, yourentitysolution.com/yes-roundtable, and take a look at the program. You can also text me at 702-462-4616 and see whether or not this is a fit for you. Let's have a conversation and see if we can get you on your way towards scaling your business and having the life that you dream about. Barry, once again, thank you so much for being my guest, and
Yeah,
I'm sure we're going to talk again.
absolutely.
Take care.
Take care.